Bryan Kohberger, a former criminal justice graduate student, has agreed to plead guilty to the murders of 4 University of Idaho students in a case that has captured national attention and left a community searching for answers. The plea deal, which guarantees Kohberger 4 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole, brings a significant development to a tragedy that has shaken Idaho and the entire nation. The murders occurred in a quiet college town where Kaylee Goncalves, Ethan Chapin, Xana Kernodle, and Madison Mogan were found fatally stabbed in their off-campus residence. The brutality of the attack and the apparent lack of motive sparked widespread fear and speculation. The crime scene was described as one of the most disturbing in recent memory, and the fact that 2 other roommates in the house were left unharmed only deepened the mystery. Investigators identified Kohberger as a suspect through DNA evidence found on a knife sheath at the scene. Cell phone records also placed him in the vicinity of the victim's home multiple times before the murders. Despite this evidence, the prosecution has not established a clear motive for the attack. The lack of explanation continues to trouble both the victims' families and the broader public, raising questions about what could drive such a senseless act. The plea agreement has not come without controversy. Several of the victims' families, especially that of Kaylee Goncalves, have expressed deep frustration that prosecutors chose not to pursue the death penalty. They argue that they were not fully involved in the decision-making process and believe that the severity of the crime warranted capital punishment. This disagreement highlights an ongoing debate within the American justice system about the role of victims' families in plea deals and decisions related to sentencing. Legal experts note that plea agreements like this are often used to avoid lengthy and emotionally charged trials, particularly in high-profile cases where pretrial publicity can make it difficult to find an impartial jury. In fact, concerns about potential jury bias led a judge to move Kohberger's trial out of Moscow to Boise. The court also imposed a gag order restricting public statements from attorneys and officials in an attempt to preserve the integrity of the proceedings. Another complex aspect of this case has been the discussion around investigative genetic genealogy, or IGG. While prosecutors maintain that IGG was not used to identify Kohberger, the defense argues that any information obtained through these methods is relevant and should be disclosed. This debate points to the growing role of advanced DNA techniques in criminal investigations and the ongoing need to balance privacy concerns with the pursuit of justice. For the community of Moscow, the impact of this tragedy lingers. The university and the town have come together to honor the victims and support their families, but the sense of loss is profound. The case has also reignited conversations about campus safety and the challenges of preventing violence in student communities. As Kohberger prepares to formally enter his guilty plea, many are left with unresolved questions. Why did this happen? Could it have been prevented? And how can justice be served in a case where the pain runs so deep? The plea deal may bring an end to the courtroom drama, but for the families and the community, the search for closure continues. If you want to stay informed about major stories like this and get in-depth analysis you can trust, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to NewsPulse 24H. We're committed to bringing you the facts and insights that matter most. What do you think about the plea deal in this case and the decision to forgo the death penalty? Do you believe justice is being served, or should the process have played out in court? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.